was a tough loss tonight. Talk a little bit about the game for me.
Well, I thought, we really competed pretty well. I thought we had stretches. We really could have put some pressure on there, and at one point I thought we had some good looks and maybe could have had a lead. I think they showed their experience, they showed their toughness in playing a lot of close games, and they've won a lot of games in the last few years, and they know what it takes to finish a game like that. So I think the biggest stretch was when Kazaboski hit 4 threes in a row, or 4 out of 5 possessions, whatever it was, and we really just kind of lost sight of her. So the first one, I thought was pretty well contested. It was a tough shot, but when you're a good shooter and you're playing on a good team, it only takes one, and that was kind of the stretch I felt that really got away from us right there.
Okay. And you mentioned the three-pointers. Kind of going with that, how has the absence of 2 of your players kind of hurt your team in the defensive situation, tiring out?
Yeah, I think for the most part, I don't feel like our defense is the problem. I think we're holding teams to 59. I think the most we've given up in the last couple weeks is 65, 66, and I'll take that. It's just we're struggling to score. So you give up 66 and you score 42 or 45. I think our last few games we haven't gotten over 48. So it's just hard to hold a team under 48. It's just not really going to happen. So we got to find a way to knock down open shots and make layups. I feel like that's the bigger problem. And that may be attributed to those two more players being out and less bodies and being a little more tired and not being able to finish shots. But we're not going to make excuses, and we've got to work harder, and we got to get in the gym and shoot when we're tired. And if we want this to turn around, no one's going to feel sorry for us, so we can't, and we have to continue to work.
All right, and then kind of a last question here. They were extremely strong on the board tonight, had a lot of second chances. How'd that kind of affect the overall outcome of the game?
Yeah, it's big. Especially when, you play defense for 25 seconds and they get an offensive board, and you play another 25 seconds and they get an offensive board, and you play another. There were a few possessions. I think we gave up 3 or 4 offensive boards, and as a team who's playing the defense, it kind of becomes demoralizing. It's like a dagger. Goddamn, we worked so hard, and now we got to do it again. And I thought we fought through some of that. I thought we didn't quit on those possessions, and but it's not a recipe for winning by any means, especially when you're only shooting. I think we shot 32%. So if you're going to give up that many rebounds, you have to be able to outshoot the other team, and we're not doing that. And so right now we're not winning games. And so we kind of know what we need to do, and it's just about getting in the gym and fixing it.
All right, and as far as Samantha, she's been doing great for your team. How is she kind of helping to keep your team in games?
Yeah, she's she's a competitor. She wants to play hard, and she has heart, and she really just battles. I think she brings some toughness to us. She's from a great high school program, and she's won a lot of games, and she doesn't like losing. She's not used to it. She doesn't like the taste in her mouth of losing, and she wants to get rid of it. And so she's fighting hard to change that. And we're putting a lot of pressure on her as a freshman to do those things, and I think she's gotten a little better in the last couple weeks. And she's going forward. I really see some big things for her. I think she's going to improve and just continue to raise her game up.
All right, excellent. Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Coach.
Thanks.